Adventures. We're here today in this abandoned sort of wooded area in the city of Bath, and it's actually just a stone's throw away from where I grew up and used to spend some of my days playing. So it feels pretty exciting to be here already. Now, if you've seen my social media this week, you'll know that Ryan has already been here. He came here to try metal detecting and actually found some pretty cool stuff. So we're back to do a bit of a lark, a little bit of a dig, but you know us, we're not like professional bottle diggers, so there isn't going to be like a hole the size of us. So we're just going to have a little look around and see what we can find. I'm pretty excited to see what's going to be here. I don't think it's the oldest dump we've ever been to. But the stuff that we have found, if you've seen it, I'll put a photo on, is pretty cool, and it's like packaging with like product names and advertising, and I love that sort of stuff. So a bit different hopefully, and yeah, can't wait to get stuck in. So I'll bring you back soon and we'll see what treasures we can find. So we're on our way to the site I was just telling you about. My first find, ooh, nearly lost it. My first find today is this lovely blue little marble, look, just nestled in the side of the path waiting for me to find it. So it's coming with me. I'm super pleased to have started already. Let's hope there's more to come. So we are still on our way. It's been a bit of a trek, but the signs are starting to appear that we're nearly there. So look at this, just poking out the bank, and Ryan's going to have a little paw and see if it is complete or not. It is. Let's have a look at it. Oh, it's a really nice old milk bottle, and it says, I think it says Horlicks Dairies. So that's pretty neat. Already a complete bottle. We do love a milk bottle. So yeah, excellent start, and on we go and see what else there is. Okay, so we've just walked through some beautiful wooded area, a lovely woodland, and we've arrived here, and suddenly it's actually not as pleasant, but this is where stuff is. You can see bottles and things in front of me, jars up there, look. And so you'll know that some of the finds, if you've seen the photos, you'll know that some of the finds that Ryan made this week were old plastic bottles, which he's cleaned up and which I absolutely love. And so there is going to be plastic stuff here, but the good news is that we are here like prepared for that, so we're going to take away as much of that as we can and recycle it. We do that normally when we're in the water, but because we knew that there was going to be some here today, we're pretty prepared to take as much as we can. So let's go and have a look and see what cool stuff we can find. So come with me while I carefully head behind this massive tree, because I've seen some cute things I want to have a look at. Look at this. Oh my gosh. Isn't that just amazing? That's like a proper like 70s or 80s toy, isn't it? I'm a big fan of that. Absolutely love that. That is coming home with me. Yeah, look, there's signs of like bottles and things here. Broken one, unfortunately. Look at this, an old jar. It's an old coffee jar maybe. Still a little bit of the name left, but I don't recognise it. That's quite neat actually, isn't it? I quite like that. What does it say there? Don't think it's got a name on it, has it? So this area, as you can see, oh look, an older glass, bits of old tin. So there's going to be cool stuff here, I just know it. It's going to take a bit of digging, but we're here for the afternoon, so we've got some time. So we'll dig, look for treasures and clear up as we go. I'll keep you posted. You guys, I think if you know me, you probably know how much I love this site already. There is so much cool stuff just waiting to be found. There's an old car grill here. You know Ryan's into finding automobile stuff, so if anyone recognises what car or vehicle it might be from, let him know. He'd be really, really interested to find out, and I'm sure some of you guys will recognise it. And I found a couple of neat things I want to show you. Look at this. An old McLean's toothpaste tube. I love stuff with like the old packaging on it. I've just pulled this guy out. Would you look at him? He's like today's mascot. He's just fantastic, isn't he? Ceramic monkey. I don't know what he's doing here, but he's coming with me. This is nice little pill jar. What does that say on it? Inecto, it looks like. You see that? There's a shoe there. I don't know how old the shoe is. Not much left of it. I don't know what this is, but I don't think it's coming out. And there's some more bottles up here, so I'm going to just move up. Have a little, looks like Ryan's pulling stuff out as well. That's a nice little thing, isn't it? Lovely little bottle. And it says something on the bottom, Nulon, N-U-L-O-N. Yeah, to see if we can find out what that was. Oh look, Ryan's just found a plastic washing up bottle from the Co-op. That's like a local shop here. We still have that. It's still very popular around here. See if you can pull that bottle out then. Is that another milk?
Yeah.
That's nice. What does it say on it? I think it says, oh, contents, 1 pint of pasteurised milk. That has got a nice logo here though, look. CRS. So yeah, all together, I mean, it's going well. I'm going to go and have like a proper dig round. Why don't I bring you back soon and catch you up? See you in a sec. Here's the remains of some pretty old scales. Look at these. They're really neat, aren't they? It's a shame there's not a bit more life left in them. But there we go. Okay everyone, I'm going to bring you back for a catch up because we found a few delights, and they're not things that we normally find, but I am like kind of excited about them. So I'm going to show you what we've got. So this is an old plastic tub, and it does show you, doesn't it, how long plastic does last. And it's Lockwood's BZB honey, and I just love these old brands. Like, we don't get this anymore. I don't remember it, so it's before my time. But it's kind of magnificent. I might try and clean this up and keep it, you know. I might do that with quite a lot of the packaging because I'm really fond of it. Here's an old plastic lid, look, young. So I would imagine that was some sort of cosmetic or something, do you think? Look at this. This guy's great, isn't he? This clown mug, love him. An old Robertson's jam jar, honestly made, it says. Another glass jar, look, maybe that was the one. Who knows? What's this? Oh, this is plastic. Yeah, look, plastic sort of, it's like a cleaning bottle or something, isn't it? Some sort of fluid. Another one of these bottles, slightly bigger one, says Nulon. So I will try and find out for you, if I haven't already shown you what that is. And then these are things, oh look, let me show you this bit of plate first, because that's great, isn't it? That lovely, that's like a real 70s sort of pattern, isn't it, that pinky sort of colour with the gold rim. And then let me just show you these things, because we never find things like this, and I love them. I can't explain to you how excited I am about these things, because I love it when you can see the brands of things, and I especially love it when they're brands that I don't remember. So this is Tiger bread, and it says Tiger, the swinging new bread in the twist and seal bag. So I mean, how fantastic is that? Yeah, look, what's that, the price? The old price. And look at this guy, the tiger. So I love him. And then there's this old packet. We do still have Golden Wonders crisps, for those of you that are not in the UK. Some roast chicken flavour, 5D they were. So I don't know how much that is in today's money, but maybe I'll do a bit of have a look and see if I can find out how much they would have cost in today's money. So I am loving this, and I know that a lot of you guys you'll find it really hard that there is loads of plastic here. But like I said, we're going to take it with us. Some of it I'm going to keep, obviously, and the rest of it we'll dispose of properly. So, so you know, at least we're here taking it away, and finding some pretty cool stuff and enjoying ourselves at the same time. So we'll bring you back soon. I just thought I'd share with you some of the beauty of where we are and what we can see, because we're digging around in the sort of rubbish bit, and I want you to see that it is actually a really lovely place. Sun's out, I can hear some birds singing from time to time, and I'm finding cool stuff. So basically my ideal Saturday, really. So let me just catch you up on a couple of things in this little scrubby area that I've just been climbing up a bank to dig out. I love this little jar. So I think this is newer than the sort of paste jars that we are so fond of on Lucy's Larking Adventures, and it's just got a little bit left of the what's the word? The label. Sorry, bit of a mind blank then. And so as tempting as it is to try and rub it, I'm not going to, because I just know it will come off. So I'm going to try and let it dry off, and see if I can very carefully reveal what it might have been later on. So fingers crossed for that one. But even so, nice little jar, isn't it? Another little brown pill bottle. Looks good. Look at this. I wonder if this was milk or something else. It's say on the bottom. says Great Britain, I think. Yeah, look at that. Heinz Great Britain. So that's cool. Never seen one like that before, so I think that might be a keeper, you know. And then a couple of other things. So I found something like this on our last lark, didn't I? Just the remains of it. Is it part of a light or something? I don't know. You guys tell me what you think. And then Ryan found these too. So a little plastic medicine pot, soothing and antiseptic. These were some sort of lozenges, sore throats maybe. And then this, look, we do love a makeup find on Lucy's Larking Adventures, and this one is cool. So it's called Angel Face. I don't know if that is the name of the colour or the brand. Do you guys want to have a look inside with me? I know that at least some of you will, so I'm gonna.
It's not very nice.
Let's have a look. Bear with me a second. Here it is. It isn't very nice. A little bit mouldy. But weirdly enough, ladies, you will know what I'm talking about. It actually still smells like foundation. So it's obviously some sort of concealer or something, wasn't it? And it smells, yeah, still smells like you could put it on your face, but I'm not going to. So loads of interesting things here. Ryan's just showing me something interesting as well, which he's left here. Look at this. Cadbury's Smash, perfect mashed potatoes in seconds, 2 to 3 servings. So Cadbury's do not make mashed potato anymore. I've got all the instructions on the back. This is great. I mean, I don't know why I'm so fond of old packaging. You guys let me know if it's just me or if you guys think it's interesting too. But yeah, super big fan of this one. See you guys soon. I have got a new favourite find of the day. Would you look at this that I've just dug out? It is 365 hairspray. Look at that bottle. That is so 70s. It's actually a can. Sorry about that. Look, you can still see a little bit of the directions. Bit of a hole, but you know, it's had a bit of a hard life. And I just think, I mean, what's really weird about this place is that we're digging through someone's rubbish, like 50-year-old rubbish. We wouldn't do it with stuff that like our neighbours threw out today, but I don't know, maybe you guys think we're weird. I'm loving it. I'm having such a good time finding this old stuff. So let me know what you think. I would be excited to hear. I think that there might say Boots, you know. Do you think it's a Boots brand? 365 hairspray. Either way, isn't it just a looker? So yeah, big fan of that. I'm going to try and clean that up a little bit. And that is coming home with me. See you guys soon. So I'm just digging myself a little hole, and I've just spotted a coin. Look at that, no metal detector required. And I'm gonna give it a little rub and see if we can work out what it was. Ryan thinks it's a shilling, and I think he might be right. Yeah, look, 1 shilling. That's pretty neat. I can't actually remember using these. They are before my time. So, but Ryan can. And apparently when these came into circulation, you could still use 1 shilling in the place of 5 pence once we decimalised, and 2 shillings in the place of 10 pence, which is like, you would never do that now. So I find that bizarre. But yeah, that's pretty neat, isn't it? Just find a little coin. Who's that then? Let's have a look who it would have been. I can't quite get the year, but it is Elizabeth, isn't it? I think. Yeah. I'll see if I can give that a bit of a clean when I get home, and we'll see how old it is. But yeah, isn't that nice just to spot a little 1 shilling coin? Ryan has had some really cool metal detecting finds again this week, throughout the week. So stay tuned at the end for his little section on those, because we'll share them with you. So he's had some coin finds as well, which is always neat. So yeah, I'm pleased with that. I feel like I'm back on track after last week where Ryan was absolutely taking over the channel. He was on fire last week, if you've seen last week's video. So on we go. See you soon. Okay, so just as I was showing you my coin, which by the way, Ryan says he can remember when they switched across to the new money, and he like sort of ran up to the local shop to switch his pocket money from a shilling to a new coin, which is cute, isn't it? So that made me smile a little bit. He's handed me some pretty cool finds, so he's you know, still got it this week. Look at this. I don't know what this is. It's like a witch's hat to me. Some sort of stopper though, isn't it? Don't you think? It looks like it would have almost like screwed in at some point to something. So if you recognise it, if you think you can help me out with that, let me know. It's interesting. This is lovely. Love to find an old toy. And look at this one, the lovely blue colour. Oh, look at it. Isn't it great? No wheels. But it's actually still in pretty good condition, isn't it? So yeah, that's super. And then this I love, a lovely ink bottle. It's a screw top, but underneath it's got the name of the brand, and it's Waterman, which is a pretty great brand. You can still buy like Waterman's pens and inks and stuff now. They're pretty good quality stuff. It's got the registered number on it, and it's a really nice shape as well, isn't it? Look at that. So yeah, we're having a great haul so far. I really hope that you're enjoying this video, which is a bit different from our normal stream larks. We have got loads of new locations lined up, both dump sites and streams and brooks and things, so so stay tuned for those. But yeah, hope you're enjoying today's adventures as much as we are. Okay, another quick catch up for you on my little bank. Some beautiful small bottles. Look at these. This one's still got some stuff in it and a lid on. And they actually make a nice little set, don't they? Don't you think? A nice lid, which is Charles Kinloch and Co Limited, established 1861. I don't know what that is. Maybe it's a mineral water or something. Could be anything, I guess. And then this old bottle, which I dug up and was hoping it was going to be something super magnificent. I can't tell what it is. I think it's blank. But it's got some age to it, don't you think? And it's got a pretty cool shape and colour. So what's not to love, I guess. So yeah, stuff's still coming out, still having a good time. Bring you back. So there are lots of broken bottles here, as you've probably seen already, but I've spotted this sticking out of the mud, and it's just too good an opportunity to miss, isn't it? So let's have a look and see if it's any good or if it's just the remains of something. Oh look, it's a little condiment jar. That's cute. I think it's probably worth a bit more of a dig around, so I'll do that and I'll bring you back. Okay, hi guys, welcome back. Got a quick update for you of some fun things that I found here. Look at these things. So all different kind of ages, a whole variety of types of stuff. Firstly, I'm going to start with this because I just saw this poking out of the ground, and it says Roundtree, and it's got the letter O underneath. And some of you will remember, I'm sure, when you used to get cardboard tubes of sweets, and this was the lid, and you used to get different letters underneath. I don't know why. To like collect them all or something, probably. So that just brought back like a real nostalgia for me, because these were like a big part of my childhood. Ryan found this lovely lid. Look, Sutherland's potted beef. So that would have been the you know, like the paste jars that we kind of talk about now, that we quite often find. Although this is quite an unusual brand, not one that I've heard of before, so that's nice to add to our little collection. A nice bit of pottery here. Look at this. Your porridge, would have said, or you know, as part of a sentence. So yeah, so that's fun, isn't it? I found this and I love it. Look at it, another little car to go with Ryan's. They're just fun, aren't they? They just it's a bit sad, isn't it? Because a child, a boy or a girl, would have absolutely loved this at one point in their life. This would have been, you know, perhaps a favourite or something. Sedan diesel, I think it says there. And here it is, and it's going to have a new little lease of life with me, so that's good. I found this. I've got no idea what it is, but I'm intrigued by it, and I'd love to know. So if you guys recognise this mystery object number 1, we'll call it. I know there have been others, but let's start numbering them. Then that would be great. Let me know. Is it something exciting, or is it just trash? That's today's game. This is nice. Look. This is, oh, let me just get it in focus for you. Non-fattening biscuits. How about that then? A little medical tube there. I guess it's still got some ingredients on it, has it? Ooh. Yeah, look. So I wonder what that would have been used for. But I quite like that. It's fun, isn't it? I don't know if you can still get them. Not heard of them. And then finally this shoe, which I sort of dug up, and you will know if you watch my videos regularly, as many of you do, that I love to find a shoe. We usually find, if we find shoes at all, we find really old ones that have been like repaired so many times, and I think they just tell you so much about life, don't they? And this one obviously is much sort of newer, if you can use that term, much more modern. Look at the little heel it's got on it. A nice strap, look. And the reason that I love shoes so much is because they tell you more about people, don't they, and about how they lived. And someone would have like gone and chosen these shoes. It might have been quite a big purchase. They would have loved them. They would have worn them for, you know, events that were important to their lives. Whereas, you know, other things that we find, milk bottles, people don't have the same sort of attachment to them. So that's why I love them. And this one, I'm sure, would have been particularly glamorous in its day. So I've come across a little shoal of exciting things here, so I'm going to dig some of them up and I'll bring you with me if I can, but let me just show you some of them so far. Look at this lovely little spoon. I don't know if it's like a doll's one. What does it say on it? Cow and Gate, so it's a baby milk spoon. That makes sense. This looked like the shape of a mobile phone, but it isn't. So it was a tin of sweeteners, hermacetas. There you go. A Marmite jar, and that's interesting because we still find these on our normal larks. We find older ones where they still had the, you know, Bovril or Marmite embossed on them. This one would have had a label. So yeah, it's nice to just see the difference, I suppose. And look, a Robertson's jar with the lid on it. So that was a jam jar. Again, you can just see the remains of a label. I just wonder what this is down here. Oh look, a little plastic bottle. Tiny dimpled one, so I don't know what that was for. Let's put that in there for tidying up. So I'm just going to go and have a look in this hole up here because I think there are some more things to be found. So I'll try and bring you with me, although you can probably see it's quite steep. So see how I get on. Okay, look, here's a little fun batch of stuff. Little pill jar this would have been. Some sort of medicine. I wonder if it's got a name on it or just... No, it just looks like a code, doesn't it? That's quite sweet. I wonder if this is a later form of pastry. Look at that, it's got little stars around the bottom. Oh, I love that. I am very pleased with that. What are these? Biocats, pain relief and antibiotic. Pain relieving and antibiotic. Throat lozenges. Ah, seems to be like the little medicine dump. Look at this. Another little pill bottle. And this one's lovely as well. Look, this is like a little condiment jar, I think, isn't it? With that nice design around it. So yeah, there's a few more things to dig out here, I think. I'm gonna just have a little dig now and I will bring you back if there's anything more to see. See you soon. So this is a lovely little find that I just wanted to show you. Unfortunately, it has got a hole in it. And it does show, doesn't it, that plastic just doesn't break down, because this is going to be pretty old, I would imagine. And it's a lovely old talc bottle. Look at the top on it. Would have had a label on, so you can't quite see. Oh look, there's a little bit of label left there. Can't quite see what it was. Oh look, there is something. What does that say? Perfumed talc, I think that says. Oh, just, isn't it just great? I don't know why I love it so much. Am I the only one that's nuts about old packaging? Please tell me I'm not. I can't be, surely. But there you go. Super little thing. And there's more to come. So I've got like a little exciting display of things that we found to show you. So hold on one sec. Okay, so if you do think I'm nuts for liking old packaging, you're going to think I've totally lost it. But look at this. Basically dinner's ready, because we found like a whole shopping basket full of stuff. And I just am like in love with it. I'm going to keep it. So we've got like a whole massive great bag of plastic, which we're going to take with us and dispose of properly. But I'm going to keep this stuff, and I think I'm going to try and find a way to display it, like maybe in like a retro shopping basket or something, because it's just so neat. Look at this. So we've got American super bread, now bagged for extra freshness. Makes wonderful toast, apparently. I don't know what was so super about the bread, but there we go. And then we've got place fillets, bird's eye place fillets in golden breadcrumbs, only 3D. We're going to have that with some crinkle cut fried potato chips, a handy pack. Maybe some broad beans. You could have some green beans, or you can have some Sainsbury's garden peas if you fancied. And then of course we've got a wash up afterwards, so we've got the marigolds. And then maybe we'll have a Fox's Glacier mint for afterwards. And we've got a handy Andy, just in case we need it. So these were like old tissue. You still actually get handy Andys now, they're tissues. Like, you know, you take like small packs of tissues in your bag with you. So we found like a whole basket of shopping. So the really surprising thing that we thought with these packs is that although they say handy pack, I don't know if they were designed for one person, because they're really small compared to the packaging that you would get for these sorts of things in the supermarket these days. They're much smaller packets, so I don't know if that's just a sign of the times, and maybe now we eat more or we have bigger families, I don't know, but it just, yeah, seems odd. So yeah, aren't they great? I wonder if they were all thrown out by the same family or not. So this is kind of the game of like treasure or trash, isn't it? Because it is trash, but it's also history, isn't it? So I hope you've enjoyed dinner. Let's get those handy andies, and we'll let you know what else we find. See you guys soon. It's nice to be in a different place today when we're not just finding glass bottles as much as we love them, but this is a really lovely one that Ryan's just found. This lovely old brown glass, look, great shape, and this is Milton. So this you can still get now, although of course it's in a plastic bottle now, but this is like a sterilising fluid, and it's really great, isn't it? I really do like the look of that one, big size. So yeah, it's nice to find a whole range of stuff. That's my favourite kind of lark, to find a little bit of everything. See what else there is. On to the next thing. So I've got two little finds to show you here. On the left here, look, is a nice little, what I think is probably a page star, and you can just see the remains of the label, but you can't quite read the brand or anything. But it's really nice, isn't it? Smaller than the normal ones that we find. And then over here, look, a lovely bottle, brown glass, and on the lid it says Boots. Better, isn't it? And it's actually still got the fluid in it, so bear with me a second while I open the lid and I'll show you what the bottle looks like without the lid on. Here we go. So what do you think, cologne, or is it like a cleaning fluid or a mouthwash? Ryan said maybe a mouthwash. What I can tell you is that I couldn't resist having a little sniff, and it does have quite a strong smell, but it doesn't have a strong smell of particularly anything, just like chemicals now. So yeah, it's hard to tell what it would have been. But that's the first time we've ever been able to find, like, that we found like a bottled up, you know, still with the lid and the contents, and been able to open it. So I don't know whether it'll stay in there or not, but it was worth trying to explore what it was for a bit, wasn't it? So Ryan's just very carefully handed me this because there's not much left of it, look. But in case you wanted a beer after our dinner, this is a Courage light ale. You can just see around there, look, light ale, Courage, and the little logo in the middle, serve cool, and look, it would have had that old ring pull top on it. So yeah, that's pretty neat, isn't it? I mean, that's those ring pulls are a little bit before my time. I don't remember them. I don't think I've ever drank Courage light ale, but you can still get it, can't you, Ryan?
Yeah, ring pulls got banned.
Oh, they got banned? Why, too sharp?
Yeah, people hurt themselves and they were littering them.
Oh, okay. So now, oh, okay, that's why now when you've got a ring pull, it stays on the can. Oh, okay, that's interesting. So yeah, that's a really nice find. I don't know if we're going to be able to keep it in good enough condition to, probably not, look. But still, thought I'd show you guys, because isn't it nice? So here are a couple of smaller finds to show you, and I'm quite pleased with these. Ryan found both of these. Look at this X-side, that says, so this would have been like a battery topper. Still got all the detail around the inside, and this one is lovely, I think. Williams and Humbert's famous sherry. I wonder why it was famous and how famous it was. I'll see what I can find out about it. So we don't even have to dig for these. Look, I can see two bottles here just in the grass. I'm going to go and have a look and see what they are. This is a milk. Has it got a name or anything on it? Oh yeah, I think it just says contents 1 pint of pasteurised milk probably, and then registered trademark, and it's got the little crown, look. So that was obviously the name of the company, the logo of the company. Let's see what the other one is. Loads of milks here. I suppose it was just that they were still using glass bottles in this sort of time, but what do you think, about 70s, I'd say. This is a nice one. Oh look, it's got the lid on, and it says, what does it say? Van den Burches Limited. God, I've never heard of that. Let me see if I can find out anything about it. But yeah, pleased with those. Didn't even have to put too much effort in to find them, look. So that's good, isn't it? Okay, so we've had a good clean up at our last area, and we've moved on just a little bit And look, I found this old bottle top still with the stopper in it. So that's always fun. I do love a stopper, so I'm going to take it out and keep it. So I've brought you back because I've got two exciting things I want to dig up. A little bit of glass poking out here, look. And then something blue in here. I want to see what that is as well. So let's start here. Oh, also I just found this little jar, look. So I wondered if it was something similar here. Let's have a look. It's not the same, but it is similar. An old jar, it would have had a lid on it. It's still got the remains of the lid, look. So that's pretty cute. Let's go and see what this blue thing is over here then. I don't know, I can't, oh, it's plastic, I think, yeah. Is it? It's a little box of some sort. Let's see if we can open it. I'll put you on pause, try and open it. Bear with me a sec. If you don't like insects, look away now, because it does open, but it's just full of like little sluggy things, and lots of crawling things came out as I opened it. So I can't quite identify what it was. There is some writing on here, I think. Yeah, let's give it a little wipe. Oh, I know what this is. This is Astral, which is like yeah, look, skin cream. So what is really weird about this, and the reason that I am absolutely in love with this find, is that, as I said to you earlier, I'm like a stone's throw away from where I grew up as a young child. Like, you know, you can probably even see the house from here. And my mum, when I was growing up, used to use Astral face cream, and the smell of it now, even to this day, just reminds me of being a child growing up. So it feels pretty cool that I found this here. It didn't used to come in this little pot, so this is probably a bit older, but isn't that great? I think it might be one that I have to rehome these guys and try and clean it up, you know. Feels like it was made for me, don't you think? I've just picked up this lovely floral piece of pottery. Big fan of that, isn't that lovely? I found this lid as well, which says Duramil, or something along those lines, so I don't know what that was. And then another one of these round trees caps, this way round, this time with a C on the bottom. So see what people used to collect them with the little letters on. I don't know why, but you know, children do, don't they? So and then I've just stumbled across a little area here, look, with looks like two different bottles. So give me a sec, I'm going to have a little dig, see if they're any good, and I'll bring you back. And here we go, as if by magic. This is a nice green glass bottle. It's got quite a nice look to it actually, hasn't it? And then the other thing, not a bottle at all, look, an old bulb, a light bulb. I wonder how that's still intact. That's mad, isn't it? So yes, on we go, on to the next thing. Here's another lovely little thing that I am a big fan of. Little tiny bottle, little plastic lid, look, and it's got some sort of brush inside with the remains of some of its contents. So I wonder if it was a nail varnish. What do you think? No sort of clues or anything on the bottom, and I'm sure there would have been like a metal casing or something on the lid that maybe would have had a name or something, but that's gone too. So I don't know, but I'm intrigued by it and I like it. Here's another Heinz bottle. This one more familiar to the type of bottle that we would have had when I was younger, and in fact quite similar to the ones that you still get today. Still with a lid on it, look, but nicely washed out. You can probably hear that it is actually raining pretty hard. So I think that probably brings us to the end of our adventure through this treasure trove, I like to think. And I hope that you've enjoyed seeing some different stuff as much as I've enjoyed finding it, because I really truly have. It isn't the kind of stuff that most people would want to go and find or keep, but I think it's still treasure in its own way. It still talks about a time of life, doesn't it? It might be a bit closer to where we are now than some of the other stuff that we find, But I think it's you know, it's fun to just go and have a look at like how people lived like 50 years ago, because it was before my time at least. So you know, I hope that you've enjoyed it too. For those of you overseas, there will be some things that you don't recognise. When I put the photo on social media that Ryan found of some fairy liquids, so many of you said, oh, that sounds like magical and lovely. And it's really funny that you should say that, because fairy liquid actually does sound like quite magical and fun, but it isn't, because it's just a washing up liquid. It's the most common one that we have here in the UK. It's been around like since forever, so I don't even like notice that it's got a really cool magical fairy name anymore. So yeah, it was really nice to just see you guys say that. So I hope you've enjoyed this. We're just going to head back the way that we came now, so we will of course let you know if there are any last minute finds, and stick around for some of Ryan's metal detecting finds from this week. Okay, here we go. So excuse the noise in the background of just, you know, normal household noises. And this little guy here, he's just wants to be the star of the show today. This is Dee Dee. He's our oldest cat, quite the gentleman. So these are Ryan's metal detecting finds from this week. Dee Dee's going to just display them for you. There he goes. Oh, look, a lovely little leg stretch, just to really highlight how cool they are. So hope you enjoyed that. So loads and loads of coins, mostly modern, 2p's, some 5p's, some pennies, and then this one is probably my favourite. This is just a 2p, but it's like a pizza shaped 2p. How does it end up like that, I'd like to know. Has it just been, you know, where it's been in the grass and something's gone over it? Let me know. You guys will know, I'm sure. And then some 20p's here as well. Lots of pound coins, lots of the older ones. And then these are the older coins here. So quite a few of these, which is good. So these are, they're sort of too far gone to really see what they are, which is always a shame, isn't it? Let's have a look at this one. So that is a halfpenny. Yes, it is. This one is also a halfpenny. You can see the year on that one, 1916. We've got some more here. 1941 halfpenny, nice ship, that one. There's another one. And another one still, I think. Let me just see if I can get that in a good light for you. There you go. So that's George V, 1914. So yeah, pretty neat. And then here we've got some different coins. So this is 1973, and that's a new pence. So that's 10p, and although it's new pence, they're actually old, because 10p's are not like that anymore. So that's quite fun. Ryan used to get one like that for his pocket money, and if he was unlucky, then his granddad would accidentally pick out a 2p instead, because they look quite similar. So imagine how disappointing that was. He quite often tells me he still likes to relive the shame of that. This is a nice coin, 2 shillings, in really good condition at 1948. There we go, George VI there. So slightly later one. I love this one because it just feels really nice. So this is George V, and that's 1 shilling, I think. Oh no, it's not, it's 1 penny, 1920. So it's quite a big hefty coin to spend, isn't it? So yeah, so I love looking at all of those old coins. This I really enjoy. I think this is just like sort of really ornate. Don't know how old it is, because look, it's got this on it, which doesn't sort of give it that much age. But I wonder what it was, what it used to belong to. This interesting little thing that I have no idea what it is. But it looks like some sort of torture device, let me know. A great buckle. This is lovely, really, really like this. I was pleased for him when he found that. A little lid, look, with a bit of advertising on. Gosh, what else have we got? So much stuff. This is really cool. This is like a sort of clasp, isn't it, from like the end of a bag or something like that. But what's really nice about it is that on the other side it's got K-A, it looks like K-A-N, like initials, and then 1942. And that was buried quite deep apparently. So a little brass clasp off of something. If you recognise it, let me know. Is it something military, do you think? Be Great to know. So we did find a little ring and thought it was his first silver ring find, but it's not. It's just a bit of costume jewellery, so that was a shame. This is fun as well. This is a bottle opener, but look, it's got Perrier water on it from France, which is really nice. What a nice thing. So you can just imagine, can't you, a lovely sort of young couple or something having a nice picnic, using, you know, opening that to using that to open their water. So yeah, that sort of makes me feel quite pleased. A few of these shells, another pinfire one. He's found one of these before. This is cute as well. Look, a little Vauxhall symbol from something. I wonder what it would have said down there. Don't know, can't quite make it out. The remains of a car, not a Vauxhall. This is an AA approved, I think it would have said, breakdown service unit toy car. So yeah, that's fun. Not much left of it, unfortunately. These are just little sort of trinkets, I think, sort of fairly modern perhaps. Maybe this is off a dog collar, I would imagine, would you? Some nice buttons. This one's cleaned up beautifully since he's had it home. Look at that. Absolutely love that one. And this one, I've actually got a set of these upstairs, so that's fun. It's fun to find a nice original one. And another one. I've had something on the top, but not much left of it, unfortunately. And then this is also really fun. So this is a dog tag, and it's got the address on it, 6 Shelley Road, and the phone number on the back, which I won't give you because, you know, just in case, might still be someone's phone number. And this as well, which this is always a good sign in sort of Larking terms that you're onto a bottle dump. But yeah, he managed to find that as well. So yeah, he's getting a bit of a pro at the metal detecting. We're still hoping to find the kind of ancient treasure, you know, the coin hoard, the Roman stuff. But overall, I think it's been a pretty good week for him. He's really enjoying it. We've had some lovely weather this week, so yeah, good for Ryan. And he's also found some great new locations while he's been at it as well, which we'll go and sort of lark and detect that together for future videos. So let me know what you think of Ryan's metal detecting stuff, and I really hope that you've enjoyed today's video as much as I enjoyed making it, because I've had an absolutely brilliant day, and I will see you guys all soon. We are nearly at 6,000 subscribers, like so close. So if you haven't subscribed already, please do. Please like this video, leave your comments. I love to read them all. I do try and keep up with responding as best I can. Don't forget, you can find me on Facebook, Lucy Larking, or on Instagram. That's my other little kitty, look. Hello. And on Twitter at Lucy Larking, and hit the notification bell to see future videos. See you guys soon. Bye.